Spartan Vlogs. I am back here with another set of action figures on my Star Wars collection. For all those that are new, welcome to the channel. For those that are returning, welcome back. My name is Master Chief 117, or call me if you know me in person. Today, I'm going to take over my Star Wars collection. I'm going to show y'all the Galactic Empire. For those that have watched Star Wars, during the event of the Clone Wars, when the Jedi and the Jedi fight against the Separatists, the Republic versus the Separatists, clones versus battle droids, Emperor Palpatine initiated Order 66 since the war's ending after 3 years. So, and we're gonna need new units. Here's an example right here for these figures. This is the Republic Senate Commandos, Senate Guards. They used to protect the senators and all that. These are the minus this one. This is the Emperor's personal royal guard in the Clone Wars. They're better than the Senate Guards. They're just stronger and loyal to him. This is the Legend version of the Shadow Guards. He has lightsaber pikes. So a pike with the tip part of it with the lightsaber. This is a 4-part action pack. Action pack. It's a little thin to box, but I took care of it as much as I could. This figure is very expensive. It's like $30, but I got it. Man, I should have got another pack, but yeah, I didn't want to spend too much. But yeah, this is a one-of-a-kind 4-pack series. There are a couple other figures that have 4 packs. I'm sure I get another one in the future, but yes, this is when, you know, shows the era of the Republic and the Empire. This is just the First Order, the Batarian Guard with the spear. These are all the bodyguards of any protector of the Emperor or the Republic Senate. During the end of the Clone Wars, the Galactic Empire rises. Many arrive. So let's start with this. You all know this guy, the famous Darth Vader himself. Darth Vader is here. Let me see, move the camera closer. There you go, everyone. I'm sorry, I need to readjust the camera too often. But yeah, here I'll show you the 4-part again. See if you had to see it earlier. I'll show you the 4-pack series. The 4-pack of the bodyguards protecting the Senator and the Republic, the Emperor himself, and later Supreme Leaders. This is Anakin Skywalker's fate, everyone. He becomes Darth Vader. This is one of the old Black Series figures. In the old box. They released new ones. I haven't gotten new ones yet. I should have gotten new one. I'll think about it when I have resources. Collection. I have a total of 69 figures now. Almost 70. I have one more coming in if I want the eBay auction. I might get Ahsoka Tano so I can do a little bit of Clone Wars. We'll see what happens, everyone. We'll see. I should get Anakin and Obi-Wan, but I'll think about it. But yep, Darth Vader, the forces of the Emperor, and the powerful guy that commands any Imperial force under his command. His subordinates. I have both of them right here. The famous Admiral Piett. Admiral Piett was a captain during the Republic. Then he became another captain in the Empire. He is now Admiral, commands Darth Vader's personal flagship, the Executor, a super star destroyer, one of the biggest ships in the Empire. Sorry, mixing up everything. He is the only person that was in 2 movies. In Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. George Lucas, talked to him because, his script. He's the only Imperial officer in the entire series that makes 2 returns in the movie. So it's cool. He's a famous actor, and I don't know him in person, but I've seen him. He's awesome, and he's the only admiral that survives Darth Vader. I'll give you a tip. During the event of Bespin in Episode 5, when Darth Vader lured a trap with the Millennium Falcon to capture Luke Skywalker, his son, there was a situation that they caught the Falcon and the crew, and Darth Vader ordered Admiral Piett to save a hyperdrive on the Millennium Falcon. He did do his job, but then Darth Vader was talking to Luke, telekinetic to the Force. It's like, Luke, join me. Together we can defeat the Emperor, something like that. During the event, when Admiral Piett ordered the Superstar to use his tractor beam, R2-D2 turned on the hyperdrive again, and the ship got away. Admiral Piett was looking at Vader, and he's like, he knew he was going to die, but Vader was distraught about his son not joining him and joining his side. So Darth Vader slowly just left the bridge. He literally just left the bridge. And Admiral Piett and the Imperial staff on the command bridge just like, what? Just went away. Like, he was the only time he survived. That's rare occasions that people survive Darth Vader's presence. A couple times or so. But, yep, he let him go. Also, it's no subordinate. The famous General Veer. You all know him from Hoth. He's the general to command the AT-AT or the Blizzard Force on Hoth. During the battle of Hoth, he commanded the Walker Squadron, the four-legged walkers, along with some support with these guys here. These figures over here on the ground. I can't hold too many figures in my hands. He commanded the AT-ATs along with the AT-STs. I got an AT-ST right here. 3.75 scale model, smaller figure because it's just a small figure. The box is a little dented, but it's not too bad. Still roughly in good condition. Roughly, I haven't opened it. So General Veer has commanded the AT-AT squadron of Blizzard Force to attack the rebel base in Hoth. The Empire was, Darth Vader's personal squadron, Death Squadron, 4 Star Destroyers, and his personal flagship, the Super Star Destroyer Executor. They begin their attack. Admiral Hazo, he's the admiral who commands the fleet before Admiral Piett was incompetent. He's more worried about focusing on keeping his position instead of doing Darth Vader said. He failed several times, but Darth Vader just let it go. But during the Battle of Hoth, he's supposed to order the fleet to go hyperspace, stay away from the planet, not too close to the planet. The rebellion saw the fleet. They activated a planetary shield. Admiral Haza was force choked through the monitor when he was talking to Vader, and I don't have a video footage because I don't want to get copyrighted, so I will link a video footage of what I'm talking about to you on my description during these videos. Admiral Piett, the Admiral Haza Vader says, "You failed me for the last time, Admiral." Captain Piett, and he reported in. He ordered Vader. He's been ordered by Darth Vader to order his troops. Ordered the troops to deploy beyond the shields, then ordered the fleet to defend the sector to blockade the planet. He was promoted to the rank of Admiral, and Admiral Oz died on the floor. He's the only officer I know that got promoted from the rank of Captain to Admiral because Darth Vader needs a new leader, a new fleet Admiral to command his fleet. The AT-ST is cool. This is actually a very expensive. I got this it's like $30, but I think I got like 10 or so because it was on sale. Walmart's trying to get rid of other stuff, and this is kind of cool. I managed to get one of these. An AT-ST Walker. These on Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi on Endor, when the Ewoks and the Ewoks help the rebellion fight against the Stormtroopers. I don't have all the Stormtrooper figures. There's a variety of Stormtroopers. I like this Walker. It's kind of cool. I'm surprised I get it, but it's worth it to be honest. I might keep this for a while. Like I said, I might sell some of my collection. I'll keep it. We'll see. If I have money. But I'd like to keep these as much as possible. The AT-ST is kind of cool. And this is the only. I have another 3.75 scale model, but I like using those too much. Let's talk about some of the Stormtroopers and Special Forces throughout the Empire. Let's talk about the Inquisitors. Darth Vader. Okay, I have two. Okay, so back to another topic here. Darth Vader was ordered by the Emperor to hunt down any Jedi. Since Vader can't hunt down all the Jedi by himself, because he was just one man, he doesn't have to use Darth Vader for important matters, like the Siege of Lothal, he was there, and hunt down any other threats to the Empire. So, under the Emperor's guidance, he's authorized to have a group of Inquisitors. This is the second sister from Star Wars Fallen Order video game from Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I have the white box version right here of the second sister, so the same thing. They're both the same thing. The only difference is the box. I have both of them. So this is the second sister. Inquisitors are pretty much Jedi killers. They're former Jedi that turned to the dark side. Darth Vader ordered the Inquisitors to hunt down Jedis. But also, the secondary Jedis to find any Force-sensitive kids and bring them to Mustafar, to train over time. The Inquisitors, I'll use this white box as an example, I like this one better. The Inquisitors have their own personal army of clone Stormtroopers. They use the Purge Troopers. They're the last template of the clone army. They use the relics of the Clone Wars. They're handpicked. And also, I have one more figure of that here. So this is the shooting range Stormtrooper, the Purge Trooper. They use clone weaponry of DC-15 rifles and blasters. This is their counterpart, the close range melee one. These troopers are also trained. These troopers are trained to fight Jedi's too. So this is the shooting one. This is the melee one. They use electric staffs like General Grievous' bodyguard episode 3 in the Clone Wars. See Grievous and his bodyguards fight Jedi's. These are the soldiers of the Inquisitors right here. These are their soldiers. They fight and fight. These Inquisitors are very, very powerful when they have troops. But by themselves, they're also not powerful. Many Jedi's can defeat them. Some cannot defeat them. Depends on But there's a story that maybe on one of my streams I might do that for everyone again. But long ago on one of my Twitch streams, I did a just chatting stream. I explained how the ninth sister, it's a big female Jedi, don't know the alien race. She lost her foot prior to the video game, and Simon and UFO and few viewers on saw my stream that day. I know how she lost her foot. One of the other Inquisitors, a male Inquisitors, they call the Inquisitors sister or brothers. They don't have their real names. The sister with a number, the brother with a number. That's how you anticipate what's a girl or a guy. The eighth brother cut her foot off, and because a Jedi used the Force Mind trick to use these troopers to shoot on her own. These Purge troopers are the only remaining clone troopers left. But eventually, when the clones died out, they became regular Stormtroopers. Template. So these troopers are very powerful. Okay, especially if they're really getting fight against Jedi, trained in hand-to-hand combat. During that time, the Empire used these troops to find Darth Vader's command to fight him, to find any or many Jedi's or any people that worship Jedi's, to locate them, either capture them or kill them. They almost caught Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano was almost captured by different Inquisitors, the seventh sister and the fifth brother. That's on Star Wars Rebels. The Grand Inquisitor is an Inquisitor that's the high-ranking Inquisitor that outranks all the Inquisitors. He was a Jedi Temple Honor Guard. I wish I had figures. They don't have them out yet. Maybe it's just like a form. So maybe I get to ask him do some figures or something on the Black Series. I like Star Wars. I collect these figures. But the Inquisitors are pretty much almost outranking officers too. They outrank pretty much any officers because the Force Sentinel like Vader. They're second to Vader. So Darth Vader is the leader. Darth Vader is the one that you can't outrank Vader unless you're a Grand Admiral, Grand Moff. But the Inquisitors, I use the regular box. The Inquisitors are also another outranking. They use the TIE fighter called the TIE Advance. Not like Darth Vader. This is the TIE Advance 1. This is like the second version of Vader's ship. Just designed for Inquisitors and their wings closed. Those ships are very cool to have. They go to hyperspace here. But these troops are very powerful. I have fought them before, just the melee ones, so they're tough to fight. But the Empire uses many variety of, like I said, troops. That's next. So yeah, the Inquisitors and the Purge Trooper are the only exclusive unit that serves under Darth Vader's command, and they have a fortress on this one moon. I don't know the planet. I can't pronounce the planet's name, but this on the Fallen Order. I have not beat it, but I've seen the cutscenes. So I want to try to beat that game and stream it again for everyone so you can see it. But yeah, the Inquisitors are very powerful. There's lots of them. But eventually, during the beginning of Episode 4, the Inquisitors were probably killed out, or you executed. I'm assuming execution. They were killed. So those Inquisitors are gone. The last of the Purge Troopers have been eliminated, or at least keeping the fortress alive. So I want to talk about a variety of the Imperial Stormtroopers Corps. Each of the Empire's forces have different types of Stormtroopers. Let me put this back up here. Variety of Stormtroopers are based on Legends version, but some are canon too. I have a couple right here. Let's start with this one here. These are the Imperial Jump Troopers. The Jump Troopers are Stormtroopers that have a jetpack designed to fly aerial attacks, launch from attacks from either gunships or shuttles or cruisers. They jump out of it and fly down with their jetpacks to fight. There is a battle scene. I will clip the battle on this description. These Jump Troopers fought against the Rebel Cell of Ghost Squadron, the Rebel Cell of the Ghosts. Expected, Ezra Bridger, Sabine Wren, Zeb Gabrielis, Kanan Jarrus, Hera Syndulla, Captain Rex, and Saul Guerrero. It was the episode called Ghost of Geonosis. During the event of Geonosis, we both know that the Empire used the planet to build the Death Star, because that planet has a lot of resources, and they wiped out the entire Geonosis to keep the secret of the construction of the Death Star. An Imperial light cruiser was on the planet and saw rebel forces, at least the ship called the Ghost. So the captain of that light cruiser deployed jump troopers to attack and defeat the rebels or capture them. They failed. All of them, pretty much about, I'm going to say 2 squads of stormtroopers, maybe a platoon, roughly maybe 30 or 20 stormtroopers. Sorry, I'm mixing my clones of stormtroopers, but like 20 or so stormtroopers they sent. They all got killed. You got pushed off the edge or got shot. They're all dead. So the captain decided to use a light cruiser to bury him under the Geonosis. Since Geonosis has a bunch of catacombs and hives. So they found evidence of the Empire's treachery to try to take it away, but the Imperial captain was trying to block them. It was like, you can't block him. Are you serious? This captain's inexperienced. So they fired their lasers and weapons and blew a hole to the ship, blew in half. These jump troopers are used for space combat too. If enemy board your ships, the Empire will use these jump troopers to go in space because their jetpacks don't control their gravity. These jet troopers are very awesome, and they're in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 video game. I have video footage of the Battlefront 2. I will probably try to clip them if I can. Or maybe, I'll think about it. Like I said, I will see. I have clips of these jump troopers on my gaming channel, so I will link maybe that as well, the jump trooper game channel. Let's talk about the Inferno Squad. Inferno Squad is a special forces group. This is just a regular agent. They haven't been making. They should have made a Black Series of more of the main characters. It would have sold more, but GameStop is the only place that has these. These agents are the best of the best. I got a really tired one. Oh, not terrible, dusty, worn out one, but I'll just take whatever I get. So, Inferno Squad is a special forces created by Admiral Versio. Admiral Versio created this because of the destruction of the Death Star. Her daughter commands the squad. Inferno Squad's a 4-man team. It's now 3 in the video game, but it's a 4-man team. I read the book Star Wars Battlefront Inferno Squad. It's a good book. So it's about the story of how the squad was formed and who commanded. The leader is Iden Versio. She's the commander of the squad, along with Agent Del Mico and I think it was, let's see, Del Mico was one of them. Agent, I can't remember his name. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. I forgot his name. It's not Del. Del was one of them. Cash? No, I can't. I forgot his name. I forgot his agent's name. Yeah, I said, but 3 agents are very powerful. Their uniform are just TIE fighter pilot armor, because they have an Imperial ship called the Corvus. It's an Imperial Raider class ship. It's like the size of a Corellian cruiser used in Episode 4, the Blockade Runner. These ships are very small. Their bridges are similar design of a Star Destroyer. But those ships can carry their own squad of TIE fighters. Commander Versio and the Inferno Squad are TIE fighter pilots too, because they wear the TIE fighter because if they have to fly, they can just get in, don't have to worry about putting a uniform. Their armor is a TIE fighter pilot, so just get in and just go in there fight. Okay, in the game of Battlefront 2. During the event of Episode 6, Iden Versio and the Inferno Squad. I'll cut this out. Inferno Squad. They were trapped on Endor because they were sent by Admiral Versio during the event of Episode 6. After the event of Super Starship destroyed and the shield generator destroyed by the Rebellion, they were sent to hunt down Han Solo and the Strike Force. But Han Solo and the Rebellion moved on. When the Death Star exploded, this squad was already there. So they have orders to retreat. They take out any rebel force they find and retreat. There's no shuttles, so they took TIE fighters. The squad of stormtroopers that were left behind either were evac or they left the planet. Or they died. Either way, it depends on the situation here. There's a comic strip that talks about what happened here, about during the event of Endor, after the battle. But during this time, Ida Versio and the rest of the Inferno Squad, they flew TIE fighters and managed to do this little combat here. Her father was also ISP, by an admiral. He commanded the Star Destroyer Eviscerator. They all got away. The Corvus and the Star Destroyer. Then they began a new operation called Operation Cinder. Operation Cinder is a plan to purge the Empire and the Republic. So they purge them all to destroy planets to make fear of the Empire. And plus, no one could outlive the Emperor. So the Emperor did this operation to prevent his legacy, prevent people taking over his power space. So after the event, they flew in the TIE Fighter Squadron. I Verse flew our own TIE Fighters on Spondor shipyard since a Republic ship, a Mon Calamari cruiser attacked, and we destroyed it with the help of the Star Destroyer. Let's talk about the other troops here. I got Mimban Stormtroopers. This is also a rare trooper because it's a different box, same box, but it's like a silver side. It's a really rare. It's a Walmart exclusive figure. Walmart has it, so this is a nice figure here. So the Mimban Troopers are special camouflage. They're just stormtroopers, but special training gear. Because in the Vietnam, you don't want to get this armor is going to protect you from muddy environment. In this design. So these troopers, stuck in a mud warfare. Because Mumbai is a really muddy planet or dangerous, hazardous planet. So you don't want to lose your feet, all that. So and they have stormtroopers called. They also have Imperial troops called Mud Troopers, where specialized armor if you're in the mud. These are kind of cool. This is one of the one few stormtroopers I have. This is from the canon universe as well. Okay, so these are the Death Star troopers. So they're the stormtroopers. If you watch episode 4, 5, and 6, they are around. These are the troops that wear these weird hats. They operate the Death Star, and they operate fire the lasers. Also, they provide security for many Imperial warships. Many Star Destroyers have stormtroopers. Darth Vader's flagship has these troops as their bodyguards or protectors of the bridge. And the Death Star, even the shield generator on the Death Star of the planetary of Endor has these. I need to get a little dark here, so I will alter the lighting a little bit, but it's getting a little dark where I am here. So let's talk about these troopers. Director Krennic and the Imperial Death Troopers. These Death Troopers are very cool. Director Krennic was in charge of the Death Star project. He was the commander when it was being built. And then he was promoted as director of Advanced Weapons Research. He created the Imperial Death Troopers, the elite special forces group, the bodyguards, and only exclusive to several officers. Grand Admiral Thrawn used these troops during the battle against the rebel cell in Luthor. So Director Krennic was the only officer in the Clone War was overseeing the help of Grand Moff Tarkin. I don't have that figure, but Grand Moff Tarkin despises him when he fired the super laser. He has two bodyguards, but he has at least a squad of troops in this battle. They're in the Battle of Scarabs in Rogue One. These troops were deployed to attack and kill. They killed many of the rebel forces. It was crazy, epic craziness. The rebels were killed, all dead. But the Death Troopers are very powerful. They were used in They were used in The Mandalorian when the war. Because these guys are very rare, so it's not people that can really have these. These are Imperial Patrol Troopers. Imperial Patrol Troopers are they wear lighter armor. They ride speeder bikes, and also they used to ride speeder bikes. But it's Scout Troopers. These are pretty much used for policing. They wear lighter armor like the Stormtroopers. They're like a Scout Trooper. They're just used to protect local small planets, like the bodyguards, but the policing mostly. These are kind of cool to have too. I like these troopers design. But and here's another trooper. These are the Imperial Range Troopers. They have like a furry design, kind of like a snow armor. But these troopers they are used in remote outpost worlds and frontier planets. And these are in the Han Solo movie. Same with the Patrol Trooper. This was on Corellia here. This is on Han Solo movie. These guys make only a one-time appearance, but they are very interesting troopers. I like to have different types of stormtroopers, but they're they're powerful. They're very strong as well. And I have a couple more troopers. I'll show you guys 2 more troopers. This is the Imperial Shock Troopers from the Star Wars Battlefront 2 video game. These are canon. I have a few more behind me. I forgot to show you this one. These troopers are like the Coruscant clone troopers. Same red markings. They keep the same red design to make them. They're the military police. So they're the military of Coruscant. They guard Coruscant along with the white stormtrooper corps, along with the AT-ST, the two-legged walkers. These troops are used for policing and protecting military bases, and also used for the Emperor's personal guards. The Emperor will use these guys for special missions or whatever he needs as well. These are his loyal troopers. So these are kind of cool to have. I imagine get this. This is like a GameStop. I got some GameStop, but also from Walmart. Some of these figures are exclusive to Walmart and Target. Some are Best Buys, and several other places. Let's talk about. I have a couple more. Here, 1 second, everyone. Let me go get it. So Veer, how about talking about this big guy? This is the Star Wars Black Series Sand Trooper with the Bantha. Oh, it's getting dark in here. An interruption here. The video is getting dark, so I just put some light on. This is the Imperial Sand Troopers used in Episode 4. During the event of Episode 4, when Princess Leia's ship was avoided by the 501st Legion of the Stormtrooper Corps, the commander in charge of the raid informed Lord Vader that a rebel ship left a rebel escape pod was empty, no life forms aboard. So he ordered an detachment of stormtroopers wearing these sand armor to go get him. I have the stormtrooper figure right here. Right here. This is the figure, and the Bantha they use to ride in the desert. These are kind of cool to have. The Empire does occupy Tatooine. They have a company of troops there, guarding Mos Eisley in a couple areas. And they had visited Jabba's palace. So these guys are cool. It's like a $60 purchase. I got for like $15 or something. It's not sale from Walmart. I got this from Walmart. I wanted this so bad. It's one of a kind. So bam, it's awesome. I got one of a kind. Alright, there's a couple more figures I'm going to show you guys. I have them right above my head. Let's start with the Carbonite Gray Stormtrooper. It's like a special Carbonite. It's like a Carbonite graphite kind of type of trooper. It's a silver Stormtrooper. Not in any of the games or movies. Just for just for a Carbonite. It's not much value, but I like it. It's like a silver Stormtrooper. I can see these in the Empire. But this is for fun. It's just these Stormtroopers here. And the final Stormtroopers I have are these are the Stormtroopers from the Star Wars video game Star Wars Force Unleashed 1. The first game, not number 2, number 1. So let me choose. Let's start with the blue one. This is a blue box design. This is the Stormtrooper Commander. These troopers are different because they're the officers in charge of the battlefield. When you play a Starkiller, he kills a lot of Stormtroopers and any kind of scum. If you don't kill these guys right away, they will call for reinforcements. And the reinforcement are these guys. The Imperial Shadow Troopers. They use special cloaking devices to hide themselves. They use special kinds, same weapons as the Stormtroopers, just blue lasers. These two are from the video game, and you see them a lot together. This one you'll see a lot more, but this one he's around when he calls for reinforcements. So always take care of them. But this game came out a long time ago. It was like 2007 or 2009 when I was still in high school. These characters just finally released now, like maybe like a year or so ago. That's Black Series figures on order. I got these from GameStop. These are only ordered from GameStop. They are like probably $25 or $30 value, I think. Mine are still relatively new, so they're very, very expensive troopers. But they're still the same design, the same model, it's just a different design because of the show. So, everyone, the Empire has a variety of Stormtroopers. I don't have all the Stormtroopers figures. I'm still trying to get more. I'm going to try to get some of Gideon's, Imperial Remnant Stormtroopers. But the Stormtroopers are very powerful, and they are very strong. Up to a point. I don't have the Shore Troopers. I have a small figure, but I really don't want to show that one. I'll try to get a big figure. They have Shore Troopers. Shore Troopers are beach troopers that land in tropical areas. They're very good shot. And also the tank driver walkers. That drives the hover tanks and all that. I will try to get more of those Star Wars figures soon. But I'm gonna end this video here right now because it's already probably 30 minutes or so. But I want everyone to thank you for keep watching for my videos. Give me a like, comment, and subscribe if you like these figures I showed out in the story of each of the characters. I know the background of a lot of these troopers, either because it's from the video game, or I actually see them in combat, or I know a little bit because I read a little bit of books or comics. The Empire has a lot of arsenal. I don't have any TIE fighters or anything, but yeah, Imperial pilots and all that. For now, I'm going to end it right there. I'm going to so let me know if you want me to do the next video. I'm going to do maybe famous characters or something soon. I will do the First Order and all that at some point from episode 7 through 9. For now, I might do the Republic Clone Trooper Army very soon. So I want everyone to thank you for your time, and I appreciate you. And I hope you'll see you all soon. I'm going to end transmission. Oh, one last thing. I will do Halo stuff very soon. I will talk a little bit of Halo universe very soon. That's very soon. I promise to give you a little history of Halo because I like Halo. Or at least a small summary of Halo. But I'm gonna end this transmission. Have a good night, and I'll see you all next video. Goodbye, everyone.